how do you overcome the fear of missing out? Now, the paradoxical thing is that your fear of missing out is the reason why you're missing out. Because the ultimate goal is that you're living a good life, right? And you're afraid to miss out on opportunities so you have an even better life. But you're having such a big FOMO, fear of missing out, that you're not actually living this optimally good life that you could live. You're living very fast pace, trying to take everything in. Sometimes it's a bit too stressful because you're planning like too many events, talk to too many people, or you're sitting at home feeling bad that you don't do something you're not really enjoying. And yes, maybe if you're doing one of the things that you decided to do, you're not fully enjoying because you're with your mind already somewhere else. Now, the nature of making a decision is that you need to cut out options. There's always, whatever you're doing, there's always an opportunity cost. I mean, I could right now literally be somewhere in South America, travel with some friends, have a good time. I could visit some other, I have coaches, close friends of mine who live in Bali. I could be right now in Bali hanging around with them. I could visit a friend in Hungary. Could go have a day trip in the Netherlands today. I could hang out with friends. I could go to the spa today. I could build another business. I could do so many things today, but I decided to sit here and shoot this YouTube video. It's Germany, you know, it's like spring is coming out, it's still cold, it's cloudy. Sitting here, shooting videos, doing some coachings. Why do I do that? Why am I not having this fear of missing out? And I deliberately cut out other things that I could. And it's the same for you right now. You even watching this video right now, you're missing out on other things. So there's always an opportunity cost, always. Even if you do the most amazing thing, and for me, this is right now the most amazing thing I can do, you know, use my knowledge, share my expertise, and then also coach people one-on-one and really understand psychology even deeper, talk to even more people, learn, get coached, but also coach and just understanding this concept of psychology, coaching, therapy, what is this all about, and understanding the deeper insights of psychology that not a lot of people actually understood. There are only few people who got very, very deep in psychology and not just the superficial coaching. That's for me the most amazing thing I can do these days. But I need to cut out amazing other options, such as, for example, being in Bali right now. So that will be the same for you. The best option that you will choose, there will be tremendous opportunity costs. Always, all the time. You cannot avoid it. That's the first point. And I'm saying this because I want to tell you that it's normal. You will not get out of this. It's always the case. And you always have multiple desires and you cannot satisfy them at the same time. Maybe at different times. In April, I'll be for 10 days in Spain with friends. Okay, but right now, I'll be here. And I'll be working right here today. And that will be the same for you. So opportunity costs are always there. Research has also shown if you think too much about the options, you're gonna be less happy. If you're gonna go to a restaurant and you wanna decide what you wanna eat, and you take like 15 minutes, really like carefully studying the menu and should I do A, B, or C, and then you decide for one thing. When you get the food, when you eat it, even if it's nice, you will still think, what if I would have chosen the other one? Maybe the other one would have been nicer. The most happy people in a restaurant are those who check the menu. Yeah, they read through it, but fairly quickly, if something pops into their mind and they'll be like, hey, this looks good, let's take it. And then they close the menu and they wait for it. Those are the people with the highest levels of satisfaction who leave the restaurant. And that's the same for your life as well. Yes, think about the options, do research, what is the right thing. But then if you notice this is important, this is great, I like it, go for it. And you can still adjust on the way. Same with the supermarket. You know, have you ever stood in the supermarket and you maybe want to buy some jam and then there are like 30 different jams and you're just overwhelmed and at some point you just pick one? That's about the options. So try to narrow down the options, try not to overthink. And the last point I really want to mention, it's a very important point because I noticed there's a high correlation between fear of missing out and you being fast-paced. You're in a hurry. You're very fast. And you're running so fast that you're even missing out the exact thing that you are looking for, which is peace of mind and happiness. It's just right next to you, next to the road, but you're like running so fast and trying to figure out, okay, where's the good life? Where's the good life? But it's right here. You just got to slow down. You go way too fast. You need to put out and slow down. And now you might ask yourself, well, Marco, how do I do that? And this is exactly the question you guys are asking, because you're so about optimizing, doing more, squeezing more in, that the only question about how do I slow down, you ask me, how do I do that? How can I train that? What do I need to do to slow down? You don't need to do anything. You just need to be. Just slow down. There is no toolbox for that. Just slow down. When you're rushing, I don't know, to your WeWork space, don't rush, just walk a little slower. If you're sitting there having dinner with your wife, just have dinner with your wife. Take a 5-minute break and just sit there and breathe. Look at the sky. You know, slowing down doesn't mean that you're less productive. Maybe it even means that you're more productive. Because what you do is something that you do properly. You don't need to do it 3 times. Your wife, for example, appreciates you because you're finally present and there and she feels the love and she's not nagging you anymore because you're not present. Your business partners, your clients will appreciate you more. They will work more with you long term, so you need to do less marketing. So maybe that's even the best decision to, slow down to speed up. So by slowing down, maybe your life even speeds up and you enjoy it even more. You have more of what you actually wanted to. Yeah. If you noticed that this is something that is haunting you already for a couple of years, maybe already your life, and you want to dig a little deeper into that. Why is that the way it is? Why do you feel that way? How can you change that on the long term without relapsing and just being present for a couple of days and then being back in your old patterns? If you're interested in that, and maybe you're also thinking about coaching, might be something, maybe you got coached before, maybe it would be the first time. Either way, I suggest that we talk. You can actually schedule a call with me. There's a link below this video where we are personally just chatting and just understanding, getting to know each other and see whether working together would in any way make sense. That's all we do there. No strings attached. So again, all you need to do is just sign up for a call. I talk to you soon. Don't wait for it. And I'll see you around.